Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to 88 Mile Per Hour Adventures. My name is James, and I am down here in Johns Pass and Madeira Beach. It is slightly over 1 year since Hurricane Helene hit this area, and just a day before Hurricane Milton came through. So for basically the 1 year anniversary, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over Johns Pass, the village, over by the parking garage, over by Hubbard's. I'm going to check out how things are looking 1 year later, what's open, what's still not, what still needs work to do, what's open, what you can do, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in Johns Pass, make sure you check out this video. So let's get into Johns Pass and Madeira Beach. So I'm starting over here on the other side of the pass. This is the city like parking over here by the bridge. That's Treasure Island on that side, and then the golf is over here along with the beaches. So you can kind of see this used to be a bunch of trees here. But that all got taken out during the storm, and now it's just pretty clear. But they did put up this little, I guess, wood fence to keep people from going over there, not going on the dunes. I did notice one change. I don't know how long it's been like this, but you can see these yellow signs. It's this is run by the city, Madeira. They do have park mobile because you got to pay to park here, but they don't have a pay machine anymore. It's strictly mobile through the app, the Park Mobile app. So if you want to park over here, just keep that in mind. You can't pay any other way except through the actual app. So I'm going to head on over to the pass, and we're going to see how things are looking. It's a beautiful day. It is only 78 degrees outside today, so good day to come down here and check things out. Nice day to be out on the old jet skis. Not sure what the water temperature is, but probably still fairly warm since we're just now going into fall. Well, Florida fall, that is, but people are out enjoying the weather. I think those DirecTV satellites have seen better days. So just came from under the bridge coming in here to the pass. So this is the Hubbard's Marina area. And you can see everything, at least in this kind of main area, is back to the way it was. Everything looking good. They've been running stuff for a while. It didn't take them too long to get back up, but yeah, everything here looks just like it did pre-storm, at least as far as I can remember. That is the waiting area if you're going to go out on one of the dolphin watches, dolphin cruises, or the fishing charters. Well, the rates have definitely changed. First 60 minutes is at least $5 to park in here. That's more than I paid to park over in the city parking. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check to see how it is in the actual village area. It used to be $4. We'll see how much it is, but parking is definitely going up. It did say $2 after that, but that's a stark difference than what it used to be a few years ago. And then it looks like another change is they don't have anyone working in the booth anymore. It's strictly through the machine, so there's not a person there, I don't think, anymore. So that's a little bit different. I don't know how long they've been doing that, but different and more expensive. And if you've seen any of my other previous videos on Johns Pass, you know I stay away from this garage every time if I can help it. This is the bottom level of the Friendly Fisherman. This area always took damage, even just on regular storms. But definitely during the hurricane, I know things got better here because I came through here on the sunset cruise through Hubbard's a little while back. I'll leave a card up if you didn't see that. So I know everything. They actually are starting, well, at least for my cruise, they went through this way. But yeah, this is the outside area. So if you want to do Friendly Fisherman and get something to eat, yeah, you can see there's the boat off over there. To actually walk you through that way to get on the boat, but everything here is looking back to normal. There are some changes over here. I think before the storm, this was the froyo place that never reopened. Now it's the Bel Air Market on Johns Pass. Apparently they have the best Cuban sandwich on the beach. I don't know if that's saying much. I don't know how many Cuban sandwiches you can get on the beach here, but this one's the best. And still got Dick's Last Resort up there. Of course, that's upstairs, so most of the upstairs stuff didn't have to deal with the madness of everything that happened down below. And this used to be it's like a memorabilia shop. Kind of like pop culture kind of stuff. Now it is the Pepper Palace. Guess they make different sauces and things, so this is definitely new if you want to check that out. And we've got Delosa's over here. Missing their sign though for some reason. Don't know if that was storm related or they're just working on it, but they're still going strong here. Been here like 40 something odd years, I believe. Delosa's Pizza, New York pizza. Don't think they're open yet. It's only about 10:20 in the morning so far, but not 100% sure what time they open. I'd say I'd look at the door, but it's a lot to look at. But yeah, looks like they are doing well. Haven't been here in years. Gotta go around here and see what time they say they open. Well, it doesn't, so you'll just have to guess or look it up online. But they are open. There's Wild Style swimwear and beachwear. You got all kinds of stuff in there. Obviously another bottom level store, but looks like everything is back up and working well here. You get some beach stuff here. The old t-shirts, the touristy type t-shirts. So that's all good. We got Scully's over here. Then caddies, which I do believe the bottom level of caddies is still down. They took pretty significant damage over there. And I believe I'm going to head on over here real quick and see if I can't take a peek in. Actually, sounds like they're doing work in there now. I'll check it out. They do have their menu. But yeah, definitely still a lot of damage in there. That's going to take a while. Looks like they're working on it. Might be hard to see in there, but at least they're working on it. But if you want to see what Scully's menu is, there it is right there. You can pause the video if you want to check that out a little bit better. And there's their weekend brunch. So it's not Caddy's. This is Scully's. Scully's menu there. Ooh, classic Benedict. Not gonna lie, it sounds good. I don't know if it sounds 1645 good, but it sounds good. Got more parking down here. This is the Florida Parking Company, so this is private. Usually when they have theirs, it's not by the hour. It's like a flat rate. I'm gonna come over here and see if I can't see exactly how much that would be in case y'all are interested. But it appears that cool people decided to park here, so maybe it's a better price or they just didn't know any better. Let's see. Oh, they do it. Oh, wow. $8 per hour with a 2-hour minimum. Yikes. I guess if there's no other parking, but that is easily the most expensive. It's going to set you back $16. Whereas where I parked, it was I must say $4.25, $4.50. So, 2 hours would be $8.50. So, you might want to avoid that one if you can. Well, here we got Woody's Water Sports. Looks like things are back up and running there. Got folks in there looking to rent something. Like I said, obviously the bottom levels of things were the ones that got the damage as opposed to stuff that was on top of the boardwalk. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff on top of the boardwalk had stuff down below, so you can see. Looks like things are getting back to the way they were. I'm going to try to not get hit by a car since I'm technically walking in the street. All right, I'm back on the sidewalk. Can never hear those electric cars coming. So since I prefer to not get hit today, I'm going to head on back and we'll check out the village and see exactly how that's looking and continue on with our tour. Yeah, this was Helene was a little over a year ago as me filming this, and Milton would have struck tomorrow from when I'm filming this. So this is kind of right in there in between the two. There's Delosas. All right, let's head on over towards the village. Always good to come here on a weekday because there's hardly anybody here. But yeah, you can see different hoodie sale, 2 for $70. I guess that's probably for folks that are not living in Florida. Different shirts here you can get. More stuff. Yeah, there's more of the beach touristy stuff. I'll come down here. Mobile prepay parking only. It might be all of the city parking is switched to mobile. There you go. The convenience store says it is opening soon, which I believe is in the back corner over there. Yeah, have not reopened yet. We got sunglass store here. This, I think last time I was here, I don't know if this was open, but it looks to be open now. There's me. You can see here, this was water sports. There is no go in there. Looks like same thing over here for the Salty Sisters Gourmet Popcorn. Never reopened. Oh, looks like they got in trouble for working without a permit. Yikes. Hopefully they get that straightened out. More stuff down over here. This looks like it was just a thing Hubbard's used, but they probably don't need it, so they probably didn't bother to see about getting that fixed back up. Baubles and bags. Designer bags. Doesn't look like that ever reopened, although I believe the frozen custard is now back open. I don't think that was last time I was here. Yep. They are back open. All right, gonna head across the street here. There's the shot down there of the dueling surf styles. One on the left, one on the right. Both of them back open. I never really go in there because they have that annoying theme song that if I hear it will be stuck in my head for like legit a week. So I try not to go into surf style. All right, let's check it out over here. Well, they definitely want you to know that you need to pay to park here. Enforced 24/7. But yeah, it looks like same thing over here. Mobile prepay to park. You have to do it on your app now. No more pay machine. I don't know how that's going to fly with locals that are of an advanced age, shall we say. That may not be smartphone friendly, but you can see the sea of yellow probably signs down there that all let you know you got to pay. So good luck trying to weasel out of the ticket if you said, I didn't see the sign. They're officially all over. But yep, got to use the app now going into the future. So just keep that in mind. If you come down, you have to have the app. It's Park Mobile. That's the icon, that P, the green with the P that looks like an @ sign but a P. So that's what the icon app will look like when you go to download it. Then you just enter your information in, like your license plate. You put a payment method in there, and then it kind of works out well because you can sit there, and if your time's about to run out, you're not near the car, you can totally renew it. All right. So this is the Johns Pass Clothing Company. Looks like everything is back up and running inside here. Looks like more of not the touristy, well, a little bit of touristy stuff, but a little more regular kind of clothes. These are just the, hey, I went to Johns Pass or Madeira Beach kind of stuff. But hey, how you doing? You can see they appear to be up and running with no issues there. Got some dresses, 50% off. Feel like looks like 60s kind of look. I don't know anything about fashion if you've seen what I'm wearing. Continuing on. There's the Vibe. That's more of a tourist kind of place with the, usual funny t-shirts you can get. Let everybody know you came down to Johns Pass and Madeira Beach. So that's there. What else we got going on here is Tommy Bahama. They appear to be up and running as well. I'm just gonna sneak around this corner here, and yeah, everything is good inside there. Got some Birkenstocks if that's your thing. That stuff's a little pricey in here, so I usually don't go in here to get anything. So coming down here, everything looks so far, with the exception of a few places, and it's weird, it's all back in that one area by the frozen custard. For whatever reason, maybe that building took more damage, maybe it's older, I'm not sure, but most of the places in there, other than, well, really the end caps, the frozen custard in the t-shirt shop, everything on the inside is still shut down. Hopefully they can get that up and going. I don't know if they're going to try to. At least the one did. They just didn't have the permits. There's Cool Style. That's the thing about John's Pass. If you need to pick up some clothing, you're going to be set, because there is plenty of clothing. Soul and Sand. Once again, I got some stuff 50% off if you come down here soon. More stuff over here, 50% off. And we have over here, there's across the street. Looks like, is that Surf Style? I don't know if they just have items there or not, but they appear to be open and good, along with the ice cream place. They appear to be up. Now I can't tell. I'm going to have to walk across the street. Yep, it says now open. So they're good to go. And there's another candy shop there. This is like the candy area, candy and ice cream. There's a House of Sweets over there across the street. I think they've been open for a little while, back up now. I don't think it took them too long. You can see they're kind of raised up ever so slightly, so that probably helped. There's Island Rags and Gifts. Get you some more touristy stuff there. Open and good. Water was so high, the gators had to make their way to the ceiling. Maybe he'll come down eventually, but everything looks good here. Back up and running. Looks like they have a new floor. Yeah. Everything is definitely getting there 1 year later, that's for sure. There's the Florida Winery. You go in there, get a free wine tasting. Hopefully you can hear me over Rihanna here. But they're up and running. I'm going to keep heading on down here, check out some of these other shops. There's another of the many clothing stores here. It's got clearance up to 75% off there. But yeah, everything's looking good there. If you want to pick something up, we got some deals there apparently. We got the Bronze Lady. Can't say I ever really go in there, but it is open if you want to pick up some jewelry. And if you're coming from the flip side and didn't find any clothes you wanted in the 64 stores that you passed on the way up to here, they got more. There you go. That's a good plan right there. Luckily we didn't get any storms this year, knock on wood. But if they do come, it seems like a good plan to go with. All right, made our way over to the faux boardwalk, which is from concrete to boardwalk. We got this guy here. He looks happy to be here, just chilling. We got another just gift shop over there. And then what do we have here? Del Sol color change, sunglasses, and looks like some clothing in there. I believe over here where that gift shop used to be, I think that used to be, might help if I straighten it out a little bit, like Yeti cups and things. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below. I'm pretty sure that was like I said, like Yeti cups, stuff like that. Camera's just trying to go all over the place today. Yeah, I got the $10 jewelry outlet up and running. Maybe the cup place was over here. I don't remember. No, definitely not. This is Sip and Scoop. So they have some ice cream on this side too if you don't want to go across the street. And then over here towards the end we have some bars and things that have been up and running for a while now. Little tiki bars, stuff like that. So everything on this end is looking good. Yeah, I'm over here by this sign. This is like the main sign over here in Gulf Bowl. This looks different. I don't think this was here before. Whoa, there's a lot of ants, but this I think was just either grass or just kind of mulch, but now they've kind of made it like really compact. And there's just like a highway of ants going up and down this curve. Maybe somebody dropped some ice cream, but man, they're committed. I wonder how far down they go. But anyway, yeah, like I said, this definitely looks different, especially here. Looks like they've got some bike racks, so if you ride your e-bike down here, which I know is become a lot more popular, looks like they got a couple places you can lock up your bike. Definitely lock up your bike. But yeah, so they made a little bit of changes. Oh, ants over there too. Yeah, just if you ride your bike down here, just make sure it's not covered in ants when you get ready to leave. Yeah, it looks like this whole entrance they've kind of changed up. This is like a hard, almost like a playground type of surface they use, the playgrounds nowadays, but this is right in front of the big John's Pass sign right there, and they even have a bench you can sit at and do a little selfie taking. Thanks to the memory of Ralph W. Rawson, city manager of Madeira Beach back in the day. Might help if I actually show you the bench. There you go. So yeah, I installed that there right under the old John's Pass sign. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about chocolate covered bacon, and I do love chocolate and/or bacon, but together, not sure. Now, chocolate dipped key lime pie, I think I'm all for that. I've never had that, but that does sound good. It is definitely a beautiful day out here at the pass. Could use a little bit of a breeze, but other than that, it's right now it's 79 degrees. Couldn't ask for a better temperature than that. Well, there is Scully's there, and you can see if I can't get down there. Hopefully you'll be able to see that through the shade. You can see, yeah, still some damage down there on the bottom level, but everything looks like it's all good to go up here on the boardwalk level. Not too busy yet. Like I said, still early in the day. Some of the seating area where you can sit out here on the water. I think that used to be Caddy's over there. Now it says Scully's. I don't know if Caddy's pulled out and Scully's kind of took over that area, but they've got their area over there. So Scully's end over here as well, down that way. So looks like you can either eat out there or you can come on over here and eat at the actual building. But yeah, the bottom level is definitely still got a while to go. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see down here because it's bright and it's shade, and they got a bit of a fence there. But they still have a caddy sign. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're just working on it. Looks like this month is going to be the Seafood Festival coming back to October 24th through the 26th. Might have to check it out. Look at that old picture of the past there. Whew. Well, there is Sugar Daddy's ice cream. Can't say I've ever been in there. We got the Pirates Pub and Grub. I think I got something from here once before, years ago, but don't really remember. Head on down here towards where Hubbard's is, and there's the Dolphin Quest. Looks like that's about to head out. If you want to check out some dolphins, like I said, I went on the one from Hubbard, saw a ton of dolphins on that one, so picked the right cruise to go on. Sinbad's treasure chest over here. Looks like everything's good to go. Get your pirate-themed goodies. And there, of course, is the Friendly Fisherman from the second level. We went in there earlier down to the bottom level. I showed you. There's the Friendly Fisherman boat from Hubbard's that is in currently. That and the Calypso breeze behind it. So everything good there. Got Kilwin's chocolates. If you go up to the third level there, that's where the Bubba Gump and Hooters is. I don't think I need to go up there. Everything's fine, or 3 levels up, so that's Kilwin's. Can't say I've ever gotten anything from it. I think somebody gave me some one time, but apparently it's good chocolate, but quite expensive, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, here's down by Hubbard's. You want to go on one of their fishing boats? Getting things prepared down there. And like I said, there's the Calypso breeze, the dinner cruise that goes out. The giant QR code if you want to pause it and check that out. There you go. And then they got the little beach kind of area over here. I think they may try to block that off. And then you got people over there doing their fishing and goodies. And then, of course, some more pawpaws. If you want to get your pets a souvenir from your time at the pass, you can. And then they got some other stuff down there, more jewelry. And, of course, you got to have some clothes, souvenir shirts. If only they had big guy sizes, I would totally get that. All right, so that is it for this tour of John's Pass 1 year later after the storm. A little over a year for the first one, and like I said, Milton would have hit a year ago tomorrow from me recording this. So everything, like I said, everything looks really good. There's a few places that never rebuilt that left, the Froyo place and the like memorabilia kind of place, the movie pop culture memorabilia didn't. Other places have moved in, so it's definitely sad that those places didn't make it. But unfortunately, things just keep rolling on. Prices for parking has definitely got a lot more expensive, so keep that in mind if you decide to come down here. So like I said, everything 1 year later is looking good. If you want to watch my video of what everything looked like shortly after the storm, check out this video here.